What is up, guys? I'm Marcus Miller,
I'm Alex Pace.
Carlin Nobles.
I'm Anita Mohamedka.
and tonight our group will be presenting on Rosson Plumbing and how the company has been able to build stronger customer relationships while continuing to grow its business. Rosson Plumbing is a small plumbing company that has created a strong reputation through professionalism, trust, communication, and high quality service. Throughout this presentation, we will discuss the company's current strategy, analyze its strengths and weaknesses, identify key strategic concerns, and provide recommendations that can help the business continue to grow in a substantial way. We will first examine Rosson Plumbing's internal and external environment through a SWOT analysis. Then we will discuss company's major strategic concerns that can impact future growth. After identifying those concerns, we provide several recommendations, focus on scalability, customer acquisition, employee development, and improving the company's long-term operation efficiency. Overall, our goal is to show how Rosson Plumbing can maintain its strong reputation while also preparing for future expansion. And now to pass it on to my partner, Alex.
Now I'm going to walk through our SWOT analysis, which summarizes the key internal and external factors impacting Rosson Plumbing. Starting with the strengths, the company is performing very well financially with about a 31% profit margin, which is strong for a service business. A major strength is its referral network, especially with relationships with other trades, which consistently generates high quality leads. The company also has a very clear brand identity centered around professionalism, communication, and trust. In addition, Zach has structured follow-up process to typically meeting referral partners one-on-one and uses a CRM system to generate reviews and referrals. Looking at the weaknesses, the biggest issue is limited capacity. The company currently operates with only one truck and a small team, which has already led to turning down work. There is also a heavy reliance on Zach for both operations and relationship management, which makes the business difficult to scale. Additionally, the relationship-based growth model, while effective, is time-intensive and not fully systemized. Marketing is also somewhat limited outside of referrals. In terms of opportunities, there is a strong potential to formalize trade partnerships into a more scalable referral system. The rest the restaurant maintenance plan also presents a major opportunity for recurring revenue. Expanding CRM capabilities and hiring additional staff would further support growth. Finally, looking at the threats, larger competitors with significant advertising budgets create visibility challenges. There is also a shortage of skilled labor in the trades, which makes hiring more difficult. Other risks include the possibility of bad hires impacting service quality, owner burnout due to workload, and time being spent on networking activities that do not generate strong returns. Based on the SWOT analysis, several key strategic concerns emerge, and these are what drive our recommendations. First and most importantly, it is the capacity constraint. The company already has more demand than it can handle, but without additional staffing, it cannot capture that revenue. This is the most immediate barrier to growth. Second is the over-reliance on Zach. He is heavily involved in both operations and business development, which creates a bottleneck and increases the risk of burnout. For the business to grow, responsibilities need to be distributed. Third, while the referral model is a major strength, it is not fully scalable. Right now, it depends heavily on personal relationships rather than a structured system, which limits how much it can grow. Fourth, there is some inefficiency in how time is spent on networking. Not all activities generate meaningful business, so there's an opportunity to better prioritize high return relationships. And finally, there's a risk of declining service quality during expansion. Since customer experience is the company's main differentiator, maintaining that standard while growing is critical. Overall, these concerns highlight a central challenge: how to scale the business, both in capacity and lead generation, without sacrificing quality or overextending the owner. Our recommendations are specifically designed to address each of these issues, which Anita will now go over.
So, one of our main recommendations that we've come up with is that the company needs to be able to advance further. And in order to do that, they need more people to join their company. So if they want to take on more jobs and to continue growing, they need more hands on deck. We understand that it is a difficult trade to hire for, and especially when you're trying to find someone that is reliable and trustworthy. So, this is why we believe that offering an apprenticeship program will be the best route for this. So, in order to get this done, there are a couple of steps, but in the long run, we hope that we get an official Rosson plumbing technician out of this that Zachary can really trust and depend on. So, the first step in this pipeline is for Zachary to find the right candidate. It will probably be best for him to connect with a local trade school, such as the Tennessee College of Applied Technology, to try to seek out individuals who may be interested. He will need to market this position as an entry level position or maybe a paid training pathway to encourage more people to apply. Once he finds this candidate, a 12-month program will begin. So, in these first 1 to 2 months, Zachary and his tech that he currently has will be responsible for going over basics, including safety training, tool identification, and proper job site etiquette. This can be done while shadowing Zachary and the other tech. In the next 3 to 6 months, they should be able to get more the tech, the candidate should be able to get more hands-on, and the apprentice can be assisting with more simple tasks such as fixture installations, small leak repairs, and these tasks should gradually get more advanced. So by the halfway mark, the apprentice should be able to independently handle smaller tasks and actually contribute to generating revenue for Rosson Plumbing and will continue to pick up more tasks. So initially the cost of this will likely be around 35 to 40,000 to start and will increase as the apprentice becomes a full-time technician. But even though this might be costly, it will also help Rosson greatly to start accepting more jobs and bringing in more business for the company.
Major part of Rosson's business is his network and how he currently is getting clients and jobs. Though some traditional forms of marketing, like billboards and advertisements, can be a little expensive, Rosson can focus his efforts on the information he already has access to. This is his already established relationship-based model of business. To begin, Rosen needs to do an audit of his current referral sources and to see where his high value customers are coming from. He can divide these into three categories: repeat clients, professional partners, or community based referrals. It's important for him to track these information in either a CRM system or even a simple spreadsheet will do. Once he has gathered all of this information, he can use it to nurture his current leads by including them on a monthly newsletter or even offering them exclusive service discounts. Doing this will just also help him focus his lead sourcing efforts. And if he sees that maybe he's not getting as many repeat customers, he can look into why that is, or maybe be able to not put as much effort into those leads and turn his attention around to collecting more professional partners. As mentioned previously, traditional marketing is expensive, but fortunately, there have been more affordable and easy ways for companies to expand their online presence. One major thing that needs to happen is that Rosen Plumbing needs to be Google verified. This is completely free. It doesn't take long to do, but it is a game changer. Once they are Google verified, the business becomes more visible and it increases the chances of customers trusting the business and seeing them as more reliable. In addition, once you're Google verified, the company is also able to collect reviews. Reviews play a big role in whether or not people are interested in using the company's service. Also, being Google verified and active on it helps the company make sure all information is accurate and updated as needed. In addition to Google, Rosen can also increase their online presence by actively using social media. Social media like Facebook, Instagram, they've become more easy and affordable ways for businesses to market themselves. By adding activity on social media, Rosen Plumbing can build a following and draw in more clientele. by posting clients' testimonials, sharing public plumbing tips before and afters of plumbing jobs can entice the audience to use Rosen plumbing services. Not only will Rosing Plumbing gain online traction, it can also help them have more name recognition. For example, if someone suddenly has a plumbing issue, but they don't have any plumbers or know any plumbers, they may remember an Instagram reel that they saw of a local plumbing company and choose to call them instead of some of the bigger names. Though Zachary may be able to do this like his himself, it's important for a company to not be as dependent on their owner's time. With this in mind, Rosen will need to consider hiring outside support. This can include a marketing manager who at the time can be part-time, only working about 10 to 15 hours a week to do content creation and make sure all online information is up to date. It also may be beneficial for Rosen to invest in SEO, which will increase their online search presence. So they may be able to may be as reachable as some other competitors. Though it seems complex, SEO typically costs somewhere around about 500 a month, but it can help generate plenty of new leads.
One final recommendation that we have that really pulls together the other ones and emphasizes one of Rosson Plumbing's key values, community involvement. In an industry like plumbing that is so competitive, it's important for Rosson Plumbing to focus on this value to really stand out. We think that it would be so beneficial for Rosson Plumbing to host some sort of community event for the public. He can market this as a homeowner workshop, invite other trade industries such as HVAC, electrical, and any other general construction to collaborate with him. Not only will this help him build relationships with those businesses, but it'll also introduce him to their clients. At this event, to help draw people in, Rossin could raffle off some sort of prize, maybe a free service, or even simply just a gift card. At this event, Rossin and the other companies can focus on sharing about their service, but also encourage the guests to ask questions about the trades, schedule free estimates, or simply just mingle with one another. Though it might seem like a big venture, Rossin can exchange his service with a venue or restaurant to help with the cost. It likely will be around $2,000 or $3,000 to help set up catering, marketing material, and other miscellaneous costs. In addition to using this event to seek new clients, he can also use this event to help hire on more help, specifically help market his apprenticeship program. This will allow Rawson to meet people who are genuinely interested in the trade. Not only will this increase his presence in the community and help foster relationships, but I think it can really help the company build their reputation and honesty. Since they're using this event as a platform to teach people how to take care of their homes to eventually prevent large, costly repairs, it's possible that clients will be more likely to trust them to be taken care of since these companies are truly wanting to help and prevent these costly repairs.
One major KPI that Rawson needs to consider while implementing these recommendations is to focus on the ratio of jobs requested to jobs completed. This conversation ratio will show him that not only is he getting more clients, but his company is able to accept and finish more jobs.
As we land this plane, our group believes that a foundation that has been laid second to none, that will allow Zach and his company to not just survive, but ultimately thrive. But there is some work that needs to be accomplished first. The recommendations mentioned may require some financial investment, but they offer a substantial return. With these recommendations, Rosson Plumbing is able to increase its capacity, enhance their operations, and move towards a long-term growth. We want to thank you for your time, and we hope that our thoughts and ideas have sparked something in you. Thank you.